Hello everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike, and the next dog painting has been launched. Now this is not a canvas, it's actually a tote bag that I got quite a while back. It was probably like the second bag I got, and I've had this for some time, but I've always wanted to fit it in with like a dog theme. So this is what I call the Dulux dog. So yes, we're going to be working on this. I do enjoy doing bags. It's really nice because they've put the pupils of the eye in as well. So I can't wait to see what this looks like. It's probably a little bit too much on there, so we'll start off with there. I think again what I'm probably going to start off with is just doing like the one colour of each bit so far. So I'm going to start it off with this glorious let's try the edge actually. So let's see if we've got, that's a 6, and we've got ourselves a 2, which we have, yeah. So can I just say, the weather in the UK at the moment is absolutely gorgeous. For the last couple of days, we've had a really beautiful clear sky and really sunny, warmish weather. So it's been really lovely weather-wise. February was quite a slimy, horrible month, isn't it? But obviously, as we're now approaching and sort of creeping our way into summer, which is probably April, May, June, about 3 months away. So we're starting to get hotter, and yeah, it's just really nice weather. So I've actually got to go out to the in-post locker today because my next team orders arrive. So I actually came, I think I got up about 6:30 to go to work, and it was there already. They seem to deliver like through the night, so yeah, it's pretty good. Now someone last night super chatted me, and does anybody know how you can view who super chats you? Because on the YouTube studio, it will just say like super chat, but it doesn't tell you who super chatted. So someone has super chatted, but I don't know who it is because it doesn't tell me. So whoever did do that last night, thank you ever so much for your kind generosity. I really appreciate that. For the super chat, whoever that was, thank you very much indeed. I just wish there was like a way it would tell you who super chatted it, because it's like when someone sends you something from the gift list, so the wish list on Amazon. If they don't put a note in, I don't know who it's from, and therefore I can't thank them for it. But yeah, as I say, I don't know who super chatted it, but all I can do is thank you for it. So that'll be just reinvested back into the channel, you know, buy new paintings and stuff like that. So I'm not sure I like this sort of creamy colour going on here. Try and get that down a bit more. But we'll have to wait and see, shall we? So this is like a really sort of coffee sort of Revel colour. If you've ever had a bag of Revels here in the UK, the coffee is by far the best one in there. That is really, really lovely, that coffee chocolate thing. Very gorgeous. Revels are like, you get like toffees, coffee, creams. I think you get like minstrels in there as well, but I used to always buy them, but their packs are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So yeah, it's not very good, really. And then last week was all sort of all over the place. So I've had to do, where we normally do a whip and chat on the Tuesday, I had to put up an unboxing because I went over to my mum's because it was pancake day. And my mum always, you know, makes the pancakes. And she said, rather than you make them, why don't you pop over and have them with us? And she said she had plenty. And I find after about 2 pancakes, that's enough for me. So, yeah, I sort of had enough. And with the ones like you actually make yourself, they can actually get quite like from the back, after about one, it gets a bit too much anyway. So yeah, it was really nice to spend that. We are missing colour 6 here, so I'm gonna have to have a look for that one. Let me just see if I've missed it. Sorry, this wire's getting in the way. Just see if I've missed that. 4, we've got colour 4, A, D, B, and oh, could this be number 6? Yes, there it is. It's hiding from us. There we go. So this is number 6. See, again, this doesn't look like that sort of colouring. That's like a grey, but this is the colour 6 apparently. So yeah, the laughable thing is I've actually gone off bags. I've seen so many ones in there because they've got like this thing about fruits at the moment. So you've got like lemon bags, you've got strawberries on another, and I do like doing bags, don't get me wrong, but I just don't really use them. So I'll drill them and then they're just like hanging on my wardrobe or hanging on the bedroom door waiting to be used for something. So I don't use them for shopping. And one of the reasons I haven't used them yet is because the original, but the very first bag I worked on, I believe, was that Aberdeen Angus cow, and I can't use it like for going out, like if I needed it to use it for like shopping, because it's not sealed, and I would be so like nervous over like if the drill is going to fall off. Imagine like going around the shop, you're coming out the shop and then ping 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 all your drills are falling off your bag as you walk along. Oh dearie me. So yeah, I need to seal them, but the chances are my mum is absolutely addicted to bags. Like every shopping bag she can find, she has this collection of massive bags. Like she collects all the little ones, you know, all like the fancy ones, like the works do with them as well. They like have like Harry Potter bags or dog bags, but she keeps like all sorts of different bags. She's got an obsession with collecting bags, and yeah, I think once I seal them, I will give them to her to use. So I'll give them, because she's always buying shopping, so she can have them. But yeah, I really do want to get the strawberry and the lemon one, but it's like, I think I've got enough bags, you know. So yeah. Now the Valentine's giveaway has now closed, so we did a spin the wheel, and it was out of Paula and Hannah, and Hannah's won it again. So they will be sent out automatically for you, Hannah. So there's no need for you to email me, because obviously when you won the last giveaway, I can just look on Amazon and look for your address on there. So you don't need to worry about giving me that, because I've got that already. So that'll be sent out automatically, as I say, within 21 days. Because the reason I say 21 days is because, not that I have to explain myself, but it's basically I need time to look and source that product. So for example, in Sainsbury's, they only seem to do like the 430 grams or the 350 grams of the milk tray chocolate. So I would have to try and source it from either Amazon. So yeah, the chocolate and the little, I think they're like Love Heart sweet things, they're going to be sent direct from Amazon. And as I say with all giveaways, if that driver loses it, I'm not responsible for replacing it, because the way I see it is I have fulfilled that obligation. I've sent that good out. It's nothing to do with me after I've finished, you know, shipping it. Once it's shipped, it's shipped. I cannot replace it. I can if I really wanted to, but I have this like policy, if you like, where I'm not gonna, I don't replace things once they're sent out. So if you don't get it, you'll have to take it up with the delivery driver, not me. So yeah, it's one of the reasons why I like to send it tracked, but sending direct from Amazon would be easier, because it's like, it's not, it won't cost me postage and stuff. So yeah, and then what else have we had going on this week? So Britain's Got Talent just finished on the weekend, and oh my god, I felt like this weekend was a bit shit, in all honesty. There was like really nothing worth watching. I mean, we had someone on there dressed up as a Yorkshire pudding, and it was so funny because KSI went over and he wanted to try a bit to see if it was actually real Yorkshire pudding. And then we had this like enormous act of, it was a lady singing a song. I can't remember what song she was singing, but at the end she sort of like, everyone was standing out, you know, standing up and sort of like cheering her on, and I think she lost the words a bit at the end, and she was absolutely fantastic. The voice was amazing, like really, really brilliant. And so I think, I can't remember now if she got a gold buzzer, but I think she went through. But apart from that, we had someone else, like, they had like, it's like this, let me just check if I've got, I'm sure I just put down, no, that's right. Because what they've done here is, you've got to be careful here, because what they're doing now is, got to be careful here, because last time I did that, it picked some of the thing off. But what they're doing is, there's a 6 cropping up through here. So then we had some guy that was, I don't know what on earth he was playing, but it was like a keyboard thing, and he moves his hand like that and it moves the notes, like he doesn't actually physically touch the keyboard. So I don't know what that machine's called, but it's obviously some sort of piano, I should imagine, or some sort of xylophone, or I don't know what it is, but stereophone, something like that. There's so many different ones. There's xylophone, stereophone. But yeah, so that was on. And then last night I watched Britain's Got Talent. I've been really into, because Tessa was kept telling me about the Squid Game series 2, and my friend on TikTok wants to see series 3. And I thought, what I'll do is I'll dedicate some time, because I did cancel down Netflix because it's just getting ridiculous. I mean, I think the highest package on there at the moment is $12.99. So I'm not really the best fan of watching adverts, but I went for the cheapest option, because I only really ever watch Netflix for like dramas and stuff, or like TV series like The Crown and stuff. And it's got to be worth my time. Like, I don't watch it enough to like pay out for it each month. Like, if it was like a one-off series, then I might pay for that month and then cancel again. But yeah, I paid for the $5.99 option, which is the standard with adverts. And to be fair, it's not got that many adverts in it. But I've been watching the new series of Squid Game, and yeah, I watched the last one last night, and it's just so like creepy, isn't it? Where like there's these 2 sets of players and they just fight with each other. And last night's was a very strange one, because they were trying to get to the control room, and the big boss, if you like, who comes out, there's a black squid, and then all the rest are dressed up in pink squids. But the big boss with the mask, the black squid knew that there were players like heading towards like the control room, and they said like get them to the stairs and stuff. But I noticed a bit of a cock up, because one of the squids falls off the wall. But the idea is, if an actor is playing a part where they're falling down a wall or they're jumping off something, you will be attached to a harness. Well, as he's falling off the wall, you can see where the wire is. They've sort of like cut it out so you can't see the wire. But the way he sort of falls, you can see he's attached to a wire. So they didn't really edit that very well. But anyway, so then the big boss comes down and sort of shoots his friend. But it's really weird, because player 1 sort of turned, player 426, I think it was, he gave the guy ammunition, and player 1 was like, he shot someone upstairs, I think he did. So yeah, it's just, they said at the end of the film that it's, or the program if you like, it's gonna be the third season is going to be in June of this year. But series 5 to 6, you see that it's a big trend on TikTok. Everyone's doing the song, and it's like, building a circle now, la 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 la, ring a ring a ring a ring, building a circle now. So yeah, if you like sort of like, if you've never watched Squid Game, like, I'd highly recommend it. It's such a fantastic film. And then the doll made an appearance again, that giant doll, and she was like, red light, green light, red light, green light. But then I think one of the players, they dressed up as a squid because apparently she handed in her notice and then she turned into like this squid. So she was like on the squid side, but yeah, it was very cool, really. So absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, okay, so lovely. So next what we need to do is we're going to be working on this little section up here. So that was Squid Game, and then I sort of, well, watched EastEnders first, but I must have been that tired from work yesterday. Normally what I do is I come in, I'll have a cup of tea, and then I start watching Whip and Chat, or I start kitting up projects or do a bit of filming for diamond painting. But I just was not having it. I was sitting in the sofa and I was like, as soon as I got down, watched EastEnders, I just fancied watching Squid Game, and had my carrot cake candle going, and decided to watch Squid Game. So yeah, I've been itching to get into this, but just haven't had the time. It's just been a bit of a, like, the schedule's been all over the place this week. But yeah, I just couldn't be bothered to get up and just do things. I was just so tired because I just, like, I'm exhausted by the time I get in. So, and then I'm thinking, the more I sit down and do this, it's backlogging what I want to do with, like, kitting up and stuff. So then it got to about, like, after Squid Game finished, it was time for the news to come on, and so I watched the news, and then after that I did like an hour of like watching YouTube, and while I'm listening to a Whip and Chat, I will kit up a new painting. And yeah, I've been kitting up that Harry Potter diary that I got from B&M's, and then I what was it, yeah, after that I was kitting up, you know, the Easter chick that I got, so I want to give that a go soon. So now it's quite nice, isn't it, because we've got that lovely bunny, and then we've got the Easter chick, the lamb, and what was the other thing, a rabbit. So we've got a little bit of projects to do for that. I'm going to try and get the completions video done today. I'm so backlogged on the completions, like January, February, and now we're going into March. So I need to get January and February's completions done, which, to be fair with you, is not a lot. I think I got 2 done in February. So I need to push myself harder to get, you know, more things done. I'm so focused on like the diamond paintings that I'm working on currently that I don't really make room for the ones that need to be done. So, what was that? 6, okay. Okay, so, what do we need? 3. Now, I've got news on the custom, guys. It won't be much longer. The plan of action is to launch the custom on Friday. Now, at the moment on the tracking, it says it's been cleared by customs. So that means customs have checked it, they've okayed it, and they've released it. So we're just now waiting for InPost to pick it up. InPost are so quick. Like, they'll go out for delivery at like after midnight. It seems like they deliver overnight as well. So yeah, things like Yodel. Just bear in mind with Yodel, if you divert it to like a straw, you have to wait like the next day. So if it was planned to go out that day, they will book it in for the next day, which is ridiculous because you'd think they can just like divert it, but I suppose they have to relabel it and stuff. So if that comes with literally, I mean, we're on Wednesday, aren't we? So we've got 2 days for it to try and get to in post. If it does, great, we can get it up Friday. If not, what I'll do is I'll swap Monday's video and put that onto Friday, and then you'll have the custom on Monday. So, but yeah, I'm dead nervous about it because I don't know how it's going to turn out. My gut feeling is that it's going to look like a total mess. Because as I said, I've tried for many years trying to get a custom and it's never gone right. So it's either too light, it's too squashed, or they've stretched the image too much and it looks terrible. But, you know, I could be like just worrying too much and it, you know, I could get it and then it'll be, you know, totally fine. We just don't know at this stage what it's going to look like. The thing as well is that I don't think I can get my money back because it's a personalised item. It's not like a standard image, is it? So, yeah, it is what it is. We're either chucking money down the drain or we've got a really good purchase. You know, we just have to wait and see. But I can't wait because what I'm going to do is if it turns out okay, I'm going to do it and then do it up for like drill it all and do it up for like Father's Day, because my dad don't know how to do diamond painting. So for me, I think that would make a good gift. Trouble is, he watches the channel, so if you see it, you're going to know what it is. So try not to watch the channel, please, because I will be doing a whip and chat on it. I mean, you'll probably see the unboxing, but I'll be doing a whip and chat on it. So, but you won't see it for, I don't know when that'll be yet. So, and then I'm thinking, do I do it off camera, listen to some music? But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Right, so this is going a bit all over the place, isn't it now? So I think what we'll do is we'll put one drill on there, and then I think we need to sort of bring that back in a bit. So let's go over to number 7, if we've got 7. Every time I think of that word, I think of Len Goodman from Strictly Come Dancing. He used to go, 7! Just watch like an advert on YouTube, you'll see what I mean, but he's the only judge, as I've spoke about this a million times, but he's the only judge in Strictly. He would go like, all the other judges would go like 5, 4, 3, but he would go 7 and drag it. So that's what made it unique. But unfortunately, he passed away. Alexa, when did Len Goodman die?
Len Goodman died on the 22nd of April 2023 at the age of 78.
Blimey, 2 years. See, that's scary. 2 years have just gone so quick. And then online, though, but I've been seeing all these posts on Facebook, something to do with there's a new bat virus out and a bat COVID. So you don't know whether if it's like clickbait. Clickbait is where like they'll put like a Facebook post up and it's to draw you in, so you click on it and then you find out that it's a load of crap and it's not true. And basically I think a lot of these are clickbait, because the previous one I saw today was another COVID that causes brain swelling, but now we've got a bat one. Like either it's the brain swelling one or it's the bat one, but then you don't know if it's true or not. So I suppose the only way to find out would be to ask the World Health Organization. But yeah, I know that the Mpox one is supposed to be like this. That's supposed to be out, and there was a case of it in London, I believe, but there's not been any more cases. But as we know, people, COVID thrives in hot weather. So yeah, summer was like full of COVID and stuff, so we just don't know what's, I mean, if they not in a nasty way, but like if they did put the country into lockdown, I'd half laugh like with my dad, because he wouldn't be able to go Butlins if they did that. So yeah, I don't want that to sound like I'm laughing at COVID, because I'm not. I just, like, I would find it funny that he wouldn't be able to go Butlins, because he's obsessed with that place. Like every bloody time, every other month he's going there. Like He's a night manager, but it sort of makes you wonder, how the hell does he have all this money to keep going backwards and forwards like every other month? And to book a room, it's like £400 to £300, and that's for like 3 nights. It's not cheap. So it's like, how does he do it? You know, I just think that money that he pays out on Butlins could be better invested in, like, you know, going out, taking Teddy somewhere, or, you know, visiting like places where you've never been before, you know, like, I don't know, Longleat Safari Park, which actually I need to catch up on. So, but yeah, so done quite a lot really. And then obviously the 30th, this month has been so weird because Pancake Day got rolled into March, which is normally in February. And when I looked up Mother's Day, that was way back at like the middle of March. And for some apparent reason, they've pushed it to the end of March. So let's just have a look here. Alexa, when was Mother's Day 2024?
Mother's Day, or Mothering Sunday, was on Sunday the 10th of March
Yeah, see,
2024.
that's a massive jump to move it to the end of March. Let's see why that is. Alexa, why has Mother's Day been moved to the end of March?
From metro.co.uk. Because the dates of Lent and Easter change each year, based on the lunar calendar, the date of Mother's Day changes too.
Wow, so basically it's to do with Easter and the moon or something, she said. So I think I'll take back what I said about this brightness, because it's starting to look like a proper dog colour now. So he's got some crazy hairdo going on, because we've got blonde mixing in with the brown and then the purple. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, it's been pushed at the end of March, and so it's just a very strange month, you know. I don't think Easter this year has changed too much, so that seems to all be where it should be, you know. After the city, it always seems to be, the way I remember it is my sister's birthday is on the 16th of April, so I always remember that after her birthday it's like a couple of days then Easter. So but yeah, apparently she wants to go to Newcastle this year for her birthday, so we won't be seeing her this year, I don't think, for her birthday until after she comes back. So yeah, she's a traveller, like she wants to like go all over the world and stuff. So she will like, she's been to Greece, she's been to Scotland, she's been to Cornwall. She's a lucky girl, you know. But that's the thing, if you own a car, you can do all these things. So her partner has a car, you see, so she's quite lucky. I mean, you know, I'd love to go to Cornwall, but apparently it's like a 6-hour or 8-hour drive. Alexa, how long is the drive time to Cornwall from Whittam?
From Whittam, a drive to Cornwall would take about 5 hours and 41 minutes.
5 hours? Good God. I mean, obviously they would have to stop for a toilet break or like a rest break, because that'd be like, you must be knackered by the time you get there, like driving all that time. I know when my granddad used to go, they would go till about 4 hours, and then they'd stop off at a place called Little Chef, and then which was like a restaurant, and then they'll go on a bit more. So yeah, and that's when, you know, I was telling you that my nan has this phobia of like, if she leaves the house she's gonna like fall over. Well, that's when she fell over I don't think it was the last time she went, but the last time or a couple of times before, she used to go there all the time, and I think a couple of years ago she fell over there on this nasty rock, and She had to be took to the hospital over there because it was too far to come back because she needed treatment there and then. And it sort of stemmed from there. So ever since then, she's had this phobia that she can't leave the house. She's just scared stiff that she will fall over. And obviously my granddad's not there anymore because he passed away. So obviously she hasn't got him to sort of like look out for her if she falls over and stuff. So, but yeah, so Newcastle is on the agenda apparently. So yeah. And then I was watching Waterloo Road last night because Waterloo Road was on. And I don't know what was going on, but Schumacher Weaver, he was, let's have a look here, I need number 3, yep. Schumacher Weaver was in a fight with someone, and Mrs. Drake, her name's called Stella Drake in the programme, she's played by Lindsay Coulson, she suspended him for, or what's that word where they exclude you from school from so many days, like you're not allowed to go into school until they say when you can come back. Exclusion, is it? I was a rebel at school. I always used to get sent to detention. Yeah, I was always in what was called the contract room, which was basically where, like, if you was naughty, you would have to go to the contract room, and basically you would just play games and stuff in there. And then at one point I got detention because we had this teacher called Mr. Pullman, and he was not nice. He was just like, I think they actually sacked him because he was just treating everyone like, oh, you've got, where's your tie? What are you doing at a lesson? I'm walking to the next lesson. You know, it was like you weren't allowed to walk down the path to go to the next lesson, because if he saw you out of your class, like, and you're just wandering around where everyone else is in their class, he'd be like, well, where are you going? And I said to lesson. But yeah, he was not nice, and I think he was only there like a couple of months because they sacked him. So, but yeah, I always used to have detention, and the weird thing is that I had detention. So when you had detention, you had to go to the school hall, and yet the minute I went in there, he said, "Oh, detention was normally like an hour," and he used to say, "You can only do 5 minutes and then go." And I was like, oh, what's the point in doing detention then? But I was like, yeah, thanks, bye. Like, I think he had to go somewhere for it. So, I mean, he didn't seem to like staying on after school, and I hated that as well, because, like, for me, if I had to stay behind after school once school finished, I knew that was cutting into my evening, and then come 8 o'clock I'll be back at school again. So yeah, I certainly don't miss school. I didn't enjoy it. So see what I mean about a whip and chat? It can go from, we'll talk about this subject, then it go on to something completely different. It's so random, isn't it? The way I do whip and chats is as I'm talking about a current project, I'm thinking ahead of what to talk about next. Sometimes I have a list, and then sometimes I don't. But yeah, I want to try and get, I mean, after this, I will need to go and get that in post. This is what I got for Mother's Day. I don't think I've shown you yet, but this is a little thing that I got from Temu. And it says, not only are you the best mum in the world, you are the best nanny too, because she is a nan to Teddy and I'm his uncle. So I thought that would be really nice. So yeah, I got that for my mum. For Mother's Day, and the thing that's coming with Temu is like another sort of sign thing, but yeah, I think it'll be really nice to show. So yeah, that's what I've got coming. And then Tessa was like, so I showed Tessa it because like she sort of like doesn't know what to get her mum and stuff, and I said like, this could be quite a good idea. And she said you could, because originally that was for her birthday, and her birthday's not till like June time. So she was like, well, why don't you give it for Mother's Day? And I thought, yeah, do you know what? Why not? So I'll probably get her some. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because Mother's Day, you sort of, people tend to buy their family gifts like for Mother's Day, or their mum's gifts for that. I think for me, I will, give her that, probably buy her some other bits and bobs, but I probably will get her flowers. She loves getting flowers. Now, as the saying goes, you're supposed to get, like, if a man buys flowers for, like, a woman, it means that they've done something wrong, and it's their way of saying sorry. Like, so, yeah, I don't know why. Every time I bought flowers from a shop, I just get, like, really embarrassed buying them. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't enjoy buying flowers like from a shop. If I got flowers, I would have to order them in from like a florist or something, because I just get embarrassed walking down the street with flowers. It's especially like, it's like when you go down the road and you see like someone with flowers and you're like, oh yeah, he's getting them for his girlfriend, or because or he's buying them as like a sewy thing. But yeah, I'll probably do mine from, I tend to get my flowers from moonpig.com or funkypigeon.com. Yeah. Let's see if we can play it. Alexa, play funkypigeon.com theme tune.
I can't find the song funkypitching.com theme.
Alexa, play funkypigeon.com advert.
I can't find songs by funkypitching.com advert.
Well, anyway, it goes funkypigeon.com and the other one is moonpig.com. But yeah, I'll always get my flowers from like there. There is another one called, I think it's like Bloom and Wild or something. So there's another one on there that I will get. So now what I've decided to do with this theme is I'm going to wind it down a bit. I've discovered that when we launch so many different projects, they're not all getting done. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to focus on one painting and see how that goes for the month and see whether we complete more. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one painting, get that done, move on to the next one, and see if that works a bit better, because I am finding that when I'm doing various other ones, they're all like, some of them it's like Valentine's, some of them didn't get finished. So, but then I'm sort of thinking, well, if we don't launch a couple, you're not going to see any others for that year, So I'm tinkering with it. And I know this is quite a fast-paced one. I mean, look at the colours. Now that we've got some of this on, look at how brighter that looks from here. And it looks like, it's just so gorgeous, isn't it? So let's get a bit of, number 2. See, again, these are quite similar as well. So, I like the coffee creams. I mean, this one here looks like vanilla. And then that's like, as I say, the Revel colour, the coffee Revel. Have you tried them, Paula? Oh my God, like the coffee Revels are so good. So, yeah, it's so lovely. And then last night I was also getting stuck here. I seriously need to clear it under this desk. It's like boxes and stuff under it. Last night I was tidying under my bed because I use under my bed as like a storage space, because this room in here suffers with space issues, and I normally, what I do is collect Amazon boxes and then put all like my junk in there. And I've been, ever since I found them storage boxes at Home Bargains, I've been getting more and more, but some of the 16-litre ones, and just basically going through, taking out all the cardboard ones and putting them all into like the 16-litre boxes. I just really hope they don't sell out, because I need quite a lot of them. So yeah, and they're nice and compact. I don't want something that's too big and bulky to carry, just something that's, the thing is, you'll have to buy more of them, but I don't really want like, it's a careful balance. You don't want too many boxes everywhere, and you don't want like too small that you can't fit them, or too big that they're too bulky to carry, and you might need another person to give you a hand or something, you know. So yeah. And then I need to check my rent account, because I paid my rent yesterday and it's not gone on there. Normally it goes on like the day after you pay it, so I'm not sure if they're like short staffed or what. So yeah, and I've got the receipt, because I normally do it through the pay point. At the shop you can do like you get like a rent card and you pay it like that. So I normally get a receipt with it, and I checked the receipt and it did say that it went through. So not sure why it's not allocated yet. But what concerns me is if it gets to Monday, that's another week of rent. So then I have to like pay even more, because they've not allocated it in time, because it chucks you out. It sort of like makes you have to pay more, because they don't allocate. If they need to allocate it this week to stay in sort of credit, because otherwise it's going to mean that I need to pay more. So I ain't paying more when it's their error. So, but yeah, I'll check it again later, because it should have been allocated by now. They just take forever to allocate it. So I don't know why, but yeah. And then tonight for tea, I have I've got chicken rice korma, so that is going to be yum 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 yum. So yeah. So this looks like we're going into, what I love about this bag is everything's covered. It's not like a partial. So many of my paintings that I get, they'll like leave the eyes out and then the nose, and it's not covered. And the works do that a lot, and it's so aggravating. Like, I don't know why you can't just cover the whole picture. Like, yes, it's a partial, but with partials, they tend to do like the back, like the border bit, which is partialed. But yeah, I don't like paintings when they do that. So yes, I think after this I will, oh yeah, nearly scratched it. You see, you got to be careful. I'll go down to the impost locker. I literally live like 5 minutes away from it, so it's really handy. Go down to the impost locker, and then I will come back, and I think I'll make a start on tidying some more of these, the bed up and stuff, and do a bit of laundry that I need to do. So guess what, people? Now British summertime ends. No, I can't remember. I don't know. British, is it summertime? Or is it daylight saving ends? That's the one. Daylight saving ends on the 30th of March. So you know what that means, people. We get daylight up until 9 o'clock. And many YouTubers will appreciate that, because if you film in natural daylight and you don't like using like the kitchen light or your bedroom light, you will appreciate the time difference. You know, the time changeover. So yes, I can't wait for that. It's just so nice, like, and it chucks you off course, doesn't it? Because like, you'll look out and you think, why is it still light? And it's like 9 o'clock at night and it's still daylight, and you're like, oh my god, it feels like 8 o'clock sort of time. No, it feels like, you know, 4 in the afternoon, and it's like 9 o'clock, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta go to bed soon. So now it won't get light straight away at 9 o'clock. It normally takes a couple of weeks to kick in. So but yeah, I found over here it tends to, like, sun sort of goes down about 9ish. So, but there's been a lot of debate apparently whether we, like, it's like the TV license. They've been speaking for years about scrapping daylight saving, because it's all to do with helping the farmers apparently. And then there's been like talking about scrapping the TV license, turning it into like a subscription program, and I can't see how that would work because like I just don't know, because years ago what they used to do is when you hired like a TV or something, there would be like a box attached to the TV, and you put your pound in and watch it and hire it like that. Well, that soon got took away, and it's sort of like direct debit and stuff, and if you don't pay, yeah, they're entitled to repossess it. But TV wise, I mean, all you have to do is like load up BBC One and it's there, so I can't see how they would make that into a subscription thing. But I don't know, people, I don't know, and I'm doing this all bloody wrong. Great. Not too many, but that was the last 6, so that's the thing with this, you get so used to like, and then it'll go bam, and then you're like off sequence. So guys, we need a name for this, and I think I'm going to call this chap, I call it the Dulux dog, because if you watch the Dulux program with that guy with the dog and the paint, you'll know what I mean. But I'm going to call him Dylan. I think that's a nice name. So yeah, we'll call him Dylan the dog. And we need number 8, please. Thank you very much. So I want to get his eye done and get a bit of that done. The white drills I'll bring in next time, because they fell over. They fell out the pot and it was near water. Like all the water's got mixed in with the drills and they need drying off. So I'll have to do that next time. Let's have a bit of my drink. Wow. But yeah, so what's everyone's plans? What are you all up to today? I'm just whipping chatting, doing a bit of painting, and then I'll probably do, well, my whole day today was working, coming in, doing a bit of this, then I've got to go to the InPost locker, pick up Temu, come back, try and do a bit more tidying up of the boxes and stuff with all my crap in, and then I've got to I've done most of the kitting up. I need to do a bit of laundry and then catch up on EastEnders, Animal Park, and apparently in EastEnders Reese has died, because everyone was laughing because apparently the bath fell on him. I didn't see a bath, but yeah. So yeah, that's, and then it'll be like dinner, but that's basically what I'm doing today. There's not a lot, people, not a lot. So yeah. Okay, lovely. Bloody hell, 48 minutes. Nah, this phone's lying. 48 minutes? How in the world have I been here for 48 minutes? No way. No bloody way. Nah, that doesn't seem real. 48 minutes already. Like, it only feels like I've been doing it for 25. 48 minutes. Normally when I look up, it says 38 or 30 minutes. 48, that is, see what I mean? Even the hour goes quicker now. It's scary, isn't it? Like, I know I keep saying it because it does bug me. It just, it's like someone's got a big key and they're just like making time go quicker and quicker. But then again, they do say, you know, the busier you get, the more daytime goes. So, I mean, if you're not busy, the time's going to drag because it's just going to be like boring, but yeah. Now, yes, before we forget, I have received my craft body order, and that is the unboxing coming up on Monday, and boy is it a good sticker in there. I was so happy with it. Super excited, and I'm not going to say too much because I want you guys to see it first, but yeah, so the plan of action we've got 2 days to try and get the custom here. That will be Friday's video. If it hasn't arrived by then, we will flip it, so you'll have the custom on Monday, and then Craft Buddy will have to roll over to this Friday. But, you know, it's left customs. We've just got to wait and see how far it travels through the network. Normally, it will just flash up on InPost going, we're working on it. But, yeah, I'm super excited with this custom, because I also got... this is the one that I've got the new trays coming, so I've actually was sitting there last night. I think, who was it I was watching? One of my American viewers I was watching, and listening to her whip and chat, and I was down kitting the swans to free up trays so that I could do this. So yeah, but that is like, what's nice about working with bags as well is that you don't have the light board. I have got a mini light board that I could probably slot inside the bag, but the fabric is so thick you probably won't see it. But what's lovely about working with bags is that you're seeing how it looks without the light, so you're getting like an idea. But I haven't seen this bag in there for quite some time. There was a little cat bag in there that I wanted to get as well, but that's disappeared as well. Wouldn't it be nice to have like a little bunny for Easter? Like, they need to bring out an Easter bag. I mean, I've got a Halloween bag. I need an Easter bag. Surprised they've not brought one out with them yet, but it's like with the range, they'll like come out with like a few Eastery bits, and then when it's like Easter week, there's like, just seems to be like double the stuff. So yeah, man. But yes. Right, so where do we go from here? I think let's do number... Here's Johnny! Johnny 5. I so need to watch that film. Basically, it's called... I can't remember what it's called, but basically, he goes... There's like this guy chucking this axe through the door, and he pokes his face through, and he goes, here's Johnny! Oh man, I need to watch that. It's so funny. Oh man, wouldn't it be good if someone could do that for like Halloween as like an effect? Oh my god, we had this giant like, you know, the American giant skeleton thing that apparently sits on the top of your house. It's absolutely massive. I don't know if you guys have saw it. Well, someone in Whittam in the UK imported it. I don't know, he must have paid like serious amounts of money for that. Like, something of that size, I don't think you could like get over here for like £100. It's probably cost him a hell of a lot of money to get that. And he lives near the Asda in Whittam, and he had it on his his lawn even. And I was like, oh my god, that's the thing from America, because it's in the store which we don't have here. So I can't see how he would have got that unless he imported it. But yeah, he has that. He does his house up. If it's there next year, I'll, you know, see if I can get permission to show it, because, you know, I don't think he'll appreciate me just like filming on his lawn. So I'll probably have to knock and say like, is it okay to film that skeleton? You don't have to, but I always like to ask permission. So, but yeah, if it's there next year, I'll try and get a photo for Roxanne, because she loves her Halloween, and she has been doing some lovely unboxings lately. I think she got some more coasters on last night's video, I think it was, because I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but yeah, she is getting so many gorgeous things. I really fancy doing like a ginormous teaming order, like £100 team order. Could you imagine that? Like, because everything's so cheap. So for £100, can you imagine like the amount of diamond paintings you would get? Like if they're the 20 times 20s, they tend to be like £1, so you could get like so many of them. But yeah, I don't really want to spend £100 on Temu. I've got far more better things to pay than diamond paintings all the time, like my sister's birthday gifts and bloody Mother's Day stuff, and I generally just don't like buying gifts. I don't know why, but I'm not really. And I've made a big boo-boo. So I'm panicking at the moment because we're trying to find Teddy some slippers, and so I ordered size 4 thinking he was size 4, and they're coming today and apparently he's size 6, so they're not going to fit him. So I'm so annoyed because these like he's like 2 at the moment, and I'm thinking, how in the world can you be size 6 when you're only 2? And yeah, I can't understand how you can have that size of a foot. But my mum said, well, see what we can do and see like whether they'll fit, because you don't know if, because sometimes with American shoes they'll say a size but then they're slightly bigger to what that size is. So we're just going to see if they'll fit. They probably won't, but then I've got to send them all the way back because they weren't cheap. They were like $12.99 for a bloody kid's shoe. Like, that's insane. Like, so if they don't fit, it's the hassle of, it's not like Temu where you can take a photo and go, right, I'm not happy with this. You've got to return it back to Amazon, and then Amazon take forever to like return you. I think the longest time I've had to wait is like 2 weeks. So what they've started doing is when you drop it off, they automatically refund you because they can see that you've dropped it off. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But we're at 56 minutes, so I'm just gonna this pen don't want to pick up. I'm just going to do this like little bit here and then call that a session. But I've really enjoyed doing that session. So yeah, we'll be doing the dog bag will be back on Thursday as well, and then Friday we'll just have to see. As I say, I'm really hoping it's the custom, but if not, it will be Craft Buddy. So it's either going to be, Friday's a bit up in the air at the minute because we're waiting on that custom. It'll either be Temu or Craft Buddy. So yeah, I mean, Craft Buddy is scheduled for Monday, but I just want that custom. I'm just like, the waiting is like, just, I don't like waiting for things, and I just want to know what it looks like. It can go 2 ways. 1, it's going to look really good, or 2, it's going to look shit. But like, we're gonna have to wait. It took like ages to dispatch as well, because they take forever to dispatch it, because it's obviously someone's got to sit there and, you know, design it. So it is understandable, but it just took so long to be dispatched. But yeah, that is what it's looking like, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, all them wonderful YouTube things. And again, thank you for that kind person who very kindly sent me a super chat. As I say, if anyone knows how you can view the super chats, do let me know, because when I click on super chat, it doesn't show me anything. It just shows me that I've got it switched on. So I don't know how you can see who super chatted you, but we'll have to wait and see. But that's what it's looking like, guys. Doesn't it look different? It's so different, isn't it? It's looking gorgeous. So that is Dylan the dog, stage 1 abolished. I love that word, abolished. Whoever invented that word is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, that's stage 1 all done and dusted. We will see you in stage 2 on Thursday. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, always tap that ring-a-ding-dong bell and become a ding-dong. And we will see you next time. Ta-la.